Hello? Yeah, we should be live. I don't know why it doesn't say so on my fucking phone. Hello? Yeah, yeah, we're live. We're live. We're good. Just, just YouTube being a bitch. Obviously. Okay, so. Nothing too interesting right now. Um. Just two different areas of concerning severe weather for today. Um. We're still expecting widespread severe weather across many different states and, of course, Canada. Um, from from that sliver of Alabama to Iowa, Kansas, Michigan. I'm just waiting for something interesting to happen. We've been streaming for an hour, and if you're on YouTube, we've been streaming for about a good hour and 30, feels like. Let's switch accounts on YouTube. No. No. Hmm. Think I'll start a fire. I'll burn it down. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, Reed Timmer's gonna be live, so y'all get to see him. I mean, the International Weather Authority is not only gonna be doing weather coverage in the United States and Canada. This is where Wendy comes in. Because they got radars in Cuba too, apparently. In the Middle East and Turkey. And some parts of Ukraine. Okay, so what we are most worried about is any hurricane activity. of which there is none. Which is wonderful. Across some parts of Asia, specifically this part of Japan over here, and some parts of China right here, they are getting some rain. Not sure how they're faring with that. India and Bangladesh seem to get some heavy rain over here. Across much of Europe, they're also getting rain, especially in Finland and Russia. So, let me show you on WeatherWise what it might look like in a few hours. So, model data. Of course, we're using the HRRR. So, all of this right here, right? This is what it's gonna look like in about 4 hours' time. As we continue, this as we continue, a squall line will be forming right along here. Right here. Well, in about 6 hours, that squall line will be right there where I just drew that entire line. And did some more drawing by accident. Now, in about 7 hours' time, trying to get rid of this, bruh. So that way I can continue showing y'all this. I guess we're reloaded. Wow. That sucks. But let's go back to what I was showing you for a moment. Okay, so as I said, that squall line begins to form, heading toward Tulsa and other places of that such. However, as it reaches Arkansas in about 11 hours, you will see it slowly start to weaken. And about 8 hours time, that would have pretty much fully weakened, and it would just basically be heavy rain. Yeah. But back to more pressing matters. Nothing much in terms of severe weather right now. From the looks of it. Yeah, I am looking at my phone IRL to see if I can't see. To see if I can't really. Um. Shit. Um. There's a warning up here that I didn't know about. Yeah, you sneaky little bitch. Flash flood warning. In fact, I got the alert up here on my phone on another radar. Okay, so flash flood warning for northwestern Republic County in north central Kansas until 8:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:33 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional amounts of 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain are possible in the warned area. flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Flash flooding caused by thunderstorms, radar, flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as long as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding: Republic. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur whilst in vehicles. You heard him. Anything interesting? Anything? Dirty shit, dirty shit. Also, um, if any of you are watching from the Wiregrass, I got some news for you. Up to 5 inches of rain is possible Sunday through Thursday of this upcoming week. So get your rain jackets and umbrellas ready. Until we meet again. Okay, so Survey Thursday morning for southern Craig County, northeastern Rogers County, and northeastern Mays County, and northeastern Oklahoma until 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time at 4:51 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles west of Big Cabin, moving east at 26 mile/per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Radar indicated hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations include, but will not be limited to, Disney, Little Blue State Park, Cherokee State Park, Pensacola, White Oak, Big Cabin, Ketchum, Disney, and Adair. This includes Interstate 44 between mile markers 267 and 287. For your protection, move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Severe thunderstorm warning for western Richardson County in southeastern Nebraska and eastern Pawnee County in southeastern Nebraska until 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:53 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorm was located near Pawnee City, moving east at 25 Central. 60 mile/per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Radar indicated hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Severe thunderstorm will be near Pawnee County and Table Rock around 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Other locations include Humboldt. For your protection, move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Uh-oh. New severe thunderstorm warning for Republic County, northwestern Washington County, and north central Cloud County, and north central Kansas until 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:55 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Cortland to near Belleville to near Munden, moving southeast at around 25 miles/hour, 2-inch hail, and 70 mile/hour wind gusts. Radar indicated people and animals will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations include, but will not be limited to, Norway, Agenda, Naka, Munden, and Belleville. For your protection, move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The damage threat is considerable. Severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Weakley County in West Tennessee, east central Gibson County in West Tennessee, northwestern Carroll County in West Tennessee, and southwestern Henry County in West Tennessee. Until 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:56 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Greenfield, or at least 11 miles west of McKenzie, moving east at 20. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Radar indicated hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations include, but will not be limited to, Paris, Mackenzie, Dresden, Greenfield, Sharon, Rutan, Henry, Sandhill, Ore Springs, Gerald, Hicko, Skullbone, and Pillowville. For your protection, move into an entry room on the lowest floor of a building. Motherfucking ice cream. If you are just joining us, if you were just joining the International Weather Authority in our weather coverage, welcome. If you have any loved ones within this risk, and I'm talking over here, to call them now. The fucking ice cream? Okay. Nothing too interesting right now. We got another storm chaser on the map. Nakoma Hutchinson. Severe thunderstorm warning for east central Washington County and northwestern Marshall County until 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:01 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm warning, or a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles south of Bremen, moving east at 15. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar-sized hail. Radar indicated hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations include Marysville. For your protection, move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Straight up. One day, it started raining, and it didn't quit for 4 months. We've been through every kind of rain there is.
Instead of truth, say verity. Instead of lie, say deception. Instead.
I don't know what's happening right now. I'm at church cruising by Ivy, and everyone is just wrong. This is so weird.
the rest. Year after year, Bondi's Automotive.
We, the people of the ballpark, are all in on baseball. We want dingers and dogs, sunshine and a beat, and maybe more than anything,
We're seeing rapid development along the convergence axis. This area is primed for training storms, so hydroplaning is the immediate threat while we watch those cores intensify. Sliding into Riverton, Kansas, where US 69 looks peaceful for the moment. Beyond the wildflowers and that church steeple, skies are partly cloudy, with dry pavement and light traffic. Don't let the calm fool you. We're in the bullseye for rapid storm growth, as a cold front moves in later this evening. Taking another look at the Will Rogers Turnpike in Craig County. Rain is actively speckling the lens near the Super 8, and you can see those wet, reflective roads as steady traffic pushes through. That severe cell west of Big Cabin is creeping closer, so expect conditions here to go downhill fast. Ryan Hall is keeping a close eye on the radar near Edgemont and Shirley, Arkansas. We have 4 storm cells currently inside this Y'all Watch area, including cell Sierra 6, which is showing a hail signature for stones up to 3/4 of an inch. This is an early heads up from our team to give you extra lead time. But remember, it never replaces or outranks an official National Weather Service warning or watch. We have 30 active viewers checked in nearby, and we've already seen 2-inch hail reported about 30 miles to your east. So stay weather aware across Cleburne, Van Buren, and Stone counties. Checking the view over Fairfield Bay, Arkansas. Dark, textured storm clouds are dominating the sky over the tree line, and you can see large water droplets clinging to the lens. A severe thunderstorm warning is active here for ping-pong ball hail, so keep those vehicles under cover. We have some breaking weather news to get to immediately. Arena or the dam site, you need to move in from that falling hail. This warning for Van Buren and Cleburne counties is in effect for the next 46 minutes. Monitoring the I-55 corridor in Mississippi County, Arkansas. Steady traffic is kicking up heavy spray from the wet pavement as an organized line of storms pushes through. Visibility is noticeably reduced against those flat delta fields. For a tighter local focus on the Mid-South, visit the YALLBOT channel for the Kentucky and Tennessee stream, with hashtag KYTN in the title. Checking Monet, Missouri, where active rain is drenching the intersection. You can see the wet pavement reflecting the Super 8 and McDonald's signage. The feed is showing some digital ghosting on moving vehicles, but traffic remains steady despite the reduced visibility. Keep in mind, Southwest Missouri is under an enhanced risk tonight. We have some breaking weather news to get to immediately. A severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for parts of eastern Arkansas and West Tennessee for the next 44 minutes. This storm is radar indicated and is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, along with quarter-size hail. About 69,000 people are in the path of this cell as it moves southeast near Wilson, Arkansas. If you are in Millington, Covington, Wilson, or Arlington, you need to prepare for potential damage to your roof and siding, and keep those cars under a sturdy cover to avoid hail damage. Other towns in the path include Munford, Brighton, and Atoka. Go ahead and move to an interior room on the lowest floor of your home until this passes. Scanning northern Craig County along the Will Rogers Turnpike. Dark, overcast skies are settling in over the Super 8, and the pavement is visibly slick from ongoing rain. Traffic is flowing fine for now, but with that severe cell near Big Cabin packing golf ball hail, this stretch of I-44 is getting questionable. Checking in on Mississippi County, Arkansas, where I-55 is looking pretty slick. You can see that heavy road spray coming off the semi-trucks as they push through this organized line of storms. A severe thunderstorm warning is active here until 6 p.m., so watch for hydroplaning as those heavy cores pass through. Checking back in on Tornado Watch 327, which remains in effect for central and northeast Kansas, along with far northwest Missouri. We are still looking at a high probability for severe weather over the next 5 hours and 46 minutes, including a 40% chance of multiple tornadoes and the potential for very large hail, up to 2.5 inches. I see some of you in chat asking about the activity near the border, and that matches up with our official data showing intense clusters moving east-southeast at 35 knots. While there is no current PDS tag, we have already seen confirmed reports of 2-inch hail near Hollenberg. If you are in the watch area, including Kansas City and Salina, keep your shoes on and your devices charged while these discrete cells continue to fire. Stay alert and be ready to move to your safe spot if a warning is issued for your specific location. Checking I-44 in Big Cabin, Oklahoma, where rain is actively speckling the lens. You can see the heavy spray kicking up behind that flatbed semi near the woodshed and subway. A severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for golf ball hail just to the west, so travel here will get dicey quickly. Freddie McKinney is pushing through light rain in Beatty, Kansas, and the view through his windshield has turned much more aggressive. He's currently staring down a ragged cloud lowering on the horizon that definitely has my attention. His in-car radar is lighting up with intense lightning and strong velocities near Marysville along Highway 36. He's deep inside a severe thunderstorm warning, and with that yellowish tint to the sky, the atmosphere is clearly putting that high energy to work. Watching this lowering closely.
This is too firm, Dad.
Well, baby, there's no one-size mattress that fits all.
Well, then how do folks know which one to get?
Well, that's why the Dream Team at Mr. Mattress works with every customer to find the perfect mattress match for them.
We can call it Mr. M's Mattress Match-O-Matic.
Now, I like the sound of that.
At Mr. Mattress, get your sleep fixed with the top brands like Tempur-Pedic and Beautyrest, and find yourself the perfect mattress match with Mr. M's Mattress Match-O-Matic.
At Alabama's #1 mattress destination, Mr. Mattress.
Introducing Voltic Digital Cast Control. Maximum distance and unmatched forgiveness for complete command of every cast. The experience is electric. New Voltic Digital from Abu Garcia.
And this cell is drifting east at 15 miles per hour. This warning covers east central Washington County and west central Marshall County for the next 24 minutes. If you are in Marysville, Kansas, you are in the path of this storm and need to seek shelter immediately. Along with the tornado threat, we are seeing golf ball size hail. There are about 400 people in this warning area, and the impact could be significant for mobile homes, roofs, and trees. Get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building right now and stay away from windows. Checking back in on the Will Rogers Turnpike in northern Craig County. That dark storm base is looming over the Super 8, and the pavement remains slick from the ongoing rain. Traffic, including a rapid semi-truck, is moving steadily for now, despite the severe threat just west of Big Cabin. The sky over Fairfield Bay is looking downright mean. Those ragged, low-hanging clouds are scraping the Ozark tree line, and active rain is blurring the lens. we have a severe thunderstorm warning right here for ping pong ball hail and 60-mile-per-hour gusts. If you're near the marina, get inside now. We are continuing to track that severe storm moving through Tipton and Shelby counties, where radar indicates 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail are the primary threats. This storm is crawling southeast at just 10 miles per hour, putting areas like Munford, Atoka, and eventually Arlington in line for those damaging winds and hail over the next 40 minutes. If you are in the path, move away from windows and get to an interior room to stay safe from flying debris or broken glass. We have about 41 minutes left on this warning, so stay hunkered down until this core passes your location. For a tighter local focus on these storms, you can head over to the Y'allbot channel and look for the Kentucky and Tennessee Y'allbot stream with pound KYTN in the title. The sky in northern Craig County has turned a deep, bruised purple as this severe cell pushes east. Pavement near the Phillips 66 is holding a sheen from the rain, and a Cadence semi-truck is just passing through the intersection. Visibility is dropping as that considerable wind threat moves in. Taking a look at Mississippi County, Arkansas, where traffic is rolling smoothly past these flat delta fields. The pavement is holding a reflective sheen from recent rain, and you can see a few smudges on the lens here. For a tighter look at the storms moving into Tennessee, head to the Y'allbot channel for the Kentucky and Tennessee stream with hashtag KYTN in the title. We are interrupting to get you some urgent information on a severe thunderstorm warning that just hit the desk for north central Kansas. This storm is packing radar-indicated 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and hail the size of ping pong balls, which is large enough to damage your roof or your car. This warning covers about 7,000 people across southeastern Republic, southwestern Washington, northwestern Clay, and northeastern Cloud counties until 6 o'clock tonight, which is for the next 38 minutes. The storm was last seen 4 miles northeast of Concordia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. If you are in Concordia, Clyde, Clifton, or Vining, please move indoors right now to stay safe from that falling hail and those high winds. Eyes back on northern Craig County, Oklahoma, where an Artur Express semi is rolling through this saturated intersection. The ground is holding a heavy sheen near the Super 8 and Cat dealer. Radar shows a severe cell just west of Big Cabin with golf ball hail potential, so things are getting dicey here. Sliding over to Cherokee County, Kansas, where things are currently calm on US 166. The sky is looking pretty moody and overcast, but the pavement is dry for now. We're watching intense storms tracking east toward this area, but at the moment, that digital billboard is the only bright spot on this quiet stretch. Freddie McKinney is now deep in the core of a high-precipitation supercell in Marysville, Kansas. The environment has turned nasty. He's dealing with heavy rain and significantly reduced visibility while sitting directly in a tornado warning polygon. This cell, located just north of Waterville, is packing radar-indicated rotation and a history of golf ball-size hail. Since it's transitioning to an HP structure, any potential tornado could be rain-wrapped and impossible to see. Visibility is his biggest enemy right now as he navigates these wet highways. Checking the pulse in Joplin, Missouri at 7th and Rangeline. Traffic is moving normally past the McDonald's and Harbor Freight, and the pavement is dry for now. However, look at those deep, bruised clouds looming in the background. With an enhanced risk and a tornado watch active here, this quiet won't last. Check out the dramatic contrast in Craig County, Oklahoma. Sunlight is hitting those towering clouds, highlighting a clear rain shaft in the distance. The pavement near the Super 8 is holding a heavy sheen, but traffic on the Will Rogers Turnpike is keeping a steady pace despite the nearby severe threat. We are continuing to track that radar-indicated rotation moving through Washington and Marshall counties. Marysville, you are next in the path of this storm around 5:45 p.m. And with golf ball-size hail also possible, you need to be in your safe spot right now. Get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building and stay away from windows to protect yourself from flying debris. We have about 21 minutes remaining on this warning, as the cell tracks east at 15 miles per hour. Dropping into Mississippi County, Arkansas, where heavy rain is clearly working over the highway. You can see significant road spray coming off those semi-trucks as they push through the standing water. We're under a severe thunderstorm warning here, with 60-mile-per-hour gusts possible as this line moves southeast. We have a new tornado warning for folks in East Central Washington County and West Central Marshall County until 5:45 this evening. A dangerous storm was spotted 6 miles north of Waterville and is crawling east at 15 miles per hour. The primary threat is tracking directly toward Marysville in Marshall County, and you need to be ready for golf ball-size hail along with that rotation. Radar is showing a prominent broken band of intense echoes along the Kansas and Missouri border, indicating this is a very active environment. If you are in a mobile home or a vehicle near Marysville, you are in a high-risk spot for significant damage and need to find a sturdy building immediately. Marysville, this storm is headed your way, so move to your basement or the lowest interior room of a sturdy building right now. Stay away from windows and use pillows or blankets to protect your head from any flying debris. Scanning US 166 in Cherokee County, Kansas, where that blank electronic billboard stands out against a very moody horizon. Roads are dry for now, with just a lone pickup rolling through, but those bruised clouds in the distance show exactly where the enhanced risk is starting to ramp up toward the tri-state area. We have some serious weather developing right now, and a new severe thunderstorm warning just landed for parts of north central and northeastern Kansas. Forecasters are tracking a line of storms moving east at 45 miles per hour, and radar indicates these cells are capable of producing golf ball-size hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The damage threat here is labeled as considerable. If you are in Washington, Hanover, Lynn, or Greenleaf, you need to get inside immediately. This storm is also heading toward Barnes, Moroville, Palmer, Haddam, and Agenda. We're talking about roughly 5,000 people in the path of this wind and hail, which is strong enough to damage roofs and injure anyone caught outdoors. This warning for Republic, Washington, and Marshall counties is in effect for the next 32 minutes, so please stay away from windows until this line passes. Checking the Missouri River corridor in White Cloud, Kansas. This lens is wearing quite a few water droplets, looking down at a muddy ditch and cornfield. No traffic here, just active rain as a line of storms approaches Doniphan County with a damaging wind and hail threat. We have some breaking weather news to get to right now. A new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for parts of Craig, Delaware, and Mayes counties in northeastern Oklahoma for the next 45 minutes. Radar indicates this storm is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. About 12,890 people are in the path of this cell as it moves east at 20 miles per hour. If you are in Langley, Ketchum, or Bernice, you need to head indoors now to stay away from windows. This storm is also moving toward Disney, Big Cabin, and Cleora, and will impact Interstate 44 between mile markers 276 and 282. Expect wind damage to roofs and trees, and if you have a vehicle outside, try to get it under cover to avoid that hail damage. We're keeping a close eye on the radar near Marysville, Kansas, where a storm cell with a strong mesocyclone and a history of 4-inch hail is moving directly into Marshall and Washington counties. Ryan Hall has issued this Y'all Watch as an early heads up because this cell is already producing 2-inch hail nearby, and we expect official National Weather Service warnings may be needed soon. This is a predictive tool to give you extra lead time and doesn't replace official warnings, but with a tornado threat possible, we'll be monitoring this closely until it expires at 5:45 p.m. Freddie is currently being slammed by the high precipitation core of this tornado-warned supercell in Marysville. Visibility has dropped to near zero as he navigates intense rain and wind, making any potential tornado completely rain-wrapped and impossible to see visually. Radar still shows healthy rotation just southwest of town, and we've already seen reports of 2-inch hail nearby. If you're in Marysville, you need to be in your basement or interior room right now. This is a blind situation on the ground. Checking back in on Craig County, Oklahoma. You can clearly see a towering thunderstorm cloud dominating the horizon past that Super 8 sign. The intersection is holding puddles from recent rain, but the semi-trucks are keeping a steady pace. We're watching that severe thunderstorm warning nearby for 60-mile-per-hour gusts. Taking a look at Ozark, Missouri, where heavy fog and a smeared lens are making for some tough visibility at this intersection. The pavement is holding a reflective sheen from recent rain, and while traffic is moving, it's definitely slower. We're watching an intense storm complex expected to move through this metro shortly. Radar continues to track a line of storms with a considerable damage threat as it pushes through Washington and Marshall counties. We are looking at radar-indicated 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and golf ball-size hail, which is large enough to break windows and injure anyone caught outside. This line is moving east at 45 miles per hour, so if you are in Washington, Hanover, or Lynn, you need to be in your sturdy shelter right now and away from windows. This warning has just under 30 minutes remaining, so stay tucked away in an interior room until these winds and hail have passed your location. Scanning the asphalt in Bradford, Arkansas. Those dark, heavy skies tell the story as a severe line of storms pushes east. You can see the road spray kicking up behind that semi-truck, confirming the pavement is fully saturated. Traffic is moving at speed for now, but heavy rain is closing in fast. Checking the corridor in Jackson County, Arkansas. It's a bit of a calm before the storm vibe here. Pavement is bone dry and traffic is cruising at full speed. However, look at that horizon. Those deep, ominous storm clouds are stacking up as that severe line drifts within 10 miles of this location. We are continuing to track that severe cell moving through northeast Oklahoma with radar-indicated wind gusts of 60 miles per hour and quarter-size hail. This storm is pushing east toward Ketchum and Langley right now, and it will be moving into Disney and Bernice around 5:45 and toward Xena by 6 o'clock. If you are in the path, move away from windows and get to an interior room to protect yourself from flying debris and hail damage. We have about 42 minutes remaining on this warning as it crosses Interstate 44, so stay inside until these winds pass. We have some serious weather moving into northeastern Kansas right now, and a severe thunderstorm warning just hit the wire for Marshall and Nemaha counties. This storm is packing a considerable damage threat, with train spotters already reporting 60-mile-per-hour winds and large hail near Marysville. We are looking at golf ball-size hail with this cell, which is large enough to injure people or pets caught outside, and cause significant damage to your vehicles and roofs. About 6,800 people are in the path of this storm as it tracks east at 30 miles per hour. If you are in Marysville, Frankfort, Axtell, Beatty, or Vermilion, you need to move indoors and stay away from windows for the next 40 minutes. This warning is in effect until 6:15 this evening. Checking the lot at Witcher Auctions in Wynne, Arkansas. Active rain is obvious here, with water droplets on the lens and standing water visible on the pavement. Those dark, heavy clouds are a precursor to a nasty line of storms moving in from the northwest. For more localized coverage, check out our Kentucky and Tennessee Y'allbot stream on the Y'allbot channel. Look for hashtag KYTN in the title. Glancing at Business 65 in Ozark, Missouri. It's a quiet scene near the water tower with light traffic flow. Pavement shows a bit of a damp sheen from previous activity, but no active rain is falling right now. We'll keep an eye on this spot as that enhanced risk builds across the Ozarks. Ryan Hall is putting extra attention on the radar near Baxter Springs and Galena, where storm cell U4 is currently moving through the area with a hail signature. We've issued this Y'all Watch for Cherokee and Newton counties, as several more cells are forecast to track right into this corridor, potentially requiring official National Weather Service warnings soon. This is an early heads up from our team to give you extra lead time and does not replace official products, but we'll be monitoring these storms closely until this expires at 6:02 p.m. Over to Northwest Missouri State in Maryville. It's quiet on campus, but those wet walkways and droplets on the lens confirm rain is already moving through. We're under a tornado watch here as an intense storm complex approaches from the west. Keep an eye on those skies. It's the calm before things ramp up. Checking I-40 in Humphreys County at mile marker 135. It's a tranquil scene for now, with dry pavement and steady traffic moving past these green hills. Don't let the calm fool you. We're tracking an intense line of storms moving out of the Arkansas boot heel that will reach this corridor shortly. Ryan Pitt is pushing through Axtell, Kansas, currently embedded in a severe thunderstorm warning. He's navigating wet roads on Route 36 after a nearby storm south of Marysville dropped quarter-size hail and 60 miles per hour gusts. His feed shows blue sky peeking through to the west, indicating he's on the back edge of this initial rain core. While the immediate tornado threat has shifted slightly west of him, the environment remains volatile, with a tornado watch active until 11 p.m. We're watching that intense hail spike on radar closely as the complex moves east. This "615 of you are serving as my eyes on the ground right now, with our heaviest front line stacked across Missouri, Kansas, and Tennessee. Most importantly, 22 of you are currently inside active warning polygons. If that's you, stop watching and get to your safe spot immediately." Let's zoom in on Oklahoma, where a viewer in Quapaw says the worst just missed them. But don't let your guard down yet. You are currently under a special weather statement and a flood watch, with a nasty cell just 7 miles to your west-northwest. That is a confirmed hail producer. That storm is packing half-dollar-sized stones and is heading your way. So keep the cars under cover and stay off the flooded roads tonight. Now let's fly over to Christie in Delaware County, Oklahoma, where things are getting serious. You are currently in a severe thunderstorm warning with a nasty cell just 9 miles to your west-southwest that has a 100% probability of hail. This storm is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size stones, so please move to an interior room and stay away from windows immediately. Chaser Nakoma Hutchison is right down the road from you, reporting rapidly deteriorating conditions. And with those flood watches in effect, the rainfall is going to be torrential as this moves through Bernice and Cleora. Stay safe and stay put. And finally, let's fly over to Miami, Oklahoma, where a viewer is asking for a raft. And honestly, you might need one with those flood warnings and multiple flood watches stacked on top of you. You've got a heavy hitter storm just 12 miles to your north, dropping half-dollar-sized hail right now. Plus another cell 5 miles to your west that is strengthening fast. With 1 to 2 inches of rain expected per hour tonight, stay off the roads and keep a close eye on those rising water levels. Big thanks to the 615 of you acting as my field scouts tonight, but I need 85 more to hit that 700 goal. Pop open Weatherwise and engage Y'all mode to put your backyard on my map. And if you need a tighter focus on the bluegrass and Tennessee Y'allbot stream with hashtag KYTN in the title. Nakoma is currently getting hammered by the core near Fairland, Oklahoma. He's now officially inside a severe thunderstorm warning, as that MCV triggers rapid convective growth. Visibility on these rural roads is borderline zero, with torrential rain and 60 miles per hour gusts possible. The real concern here is the training potential. This tri-state area is already saturated, and with precipitable water values over 2 inches, flash flooding is becoming a high-end threat. If you're along I-44 in Delaware or Craig County, watch for hydroplaning. Checking T-Dot camera 264 at the I-40 and I-55 junction in West Memphis. Active rain is speckling the lens and soaking the pavement, though traffic flow looks steady. I'm spotting emergency lights way off in the distance on the elevated ramp. For more local focus, head to the Y'allbot channel's Kentucky and Tennessee stream with hashtag KYTN in the title. Eyes on Newport, Arkansas. That sky is looking incredibly ominous with deep, textured storm clouds stacking up over the tan building. Despite the threat aloft, the ground is currently dry, and that train in the background is rolling through without issue. We're watching a severe cell with ping-pong ball hail just to the west. DL Scales is back on the board in Frankfurt, staring down a textbook shelf cloud that's absolutely swallowing the horizon. This Marshall County cell is warned for golf ball-size hail and 60 miles per hour winds, and that turquoise tint in the sky confirms the hail core is no joke. He's positioned right in the path of the Blue Rapids supercell as it tracks east. With the tornado watch active until 11 p.m. and the low-level jet starting to crank, heading to White Cloud, Kansas, where this camera is pointed straight at the ground, and for good reason. You can see significant muddy water flooding this agricultural field, with corn stalks partially submerged. Active heavy rain is coating the lens as a severe thunderstorm sits directly over the area. Nakoma is currently navigating a moody rural stretch near Afton, Oklahoma, with a distinct turbulent shelf cloud looming in the distance. He's firmly inside a severe thunderstorm warning, calling for 60 miles per hour winds and quarter-size hail. Visibility is slipping as he approaches that precipitation core, and with 3-hour rain totals potentially exceeding 3 inches, flash flooding is a serious concern. This cell is feeding on over 4,000 Gs per kilogram of CAPE, so we'll keep a sharp eye on that darkening horizon for any signs of further organization. Nick Smigo is live from Vermilion, Kansas, currently positioned inside a severe thunderstorm warning. He's looking at a dark, hazy precipitation core on the horizon as this cell tracks east at 30 miles per hour. Train spotters just south of Marysville clocked 60-mile-per-hour gusts and quarter-size hail, but this storm is warned for up to golf ball-sized stones. With the tornado watch active until 11 p.m., interior room on the lowest floor of your home right now to stay away from windows. This hail is large enough to cause injuries and break glass, and we still have about 45 minutes left on this warning. Freddie has emerged from the rain core and is now positioned in Blue Rapids with a clear view of a massive, elongated shelf cloud pushing across the Kansas prairie. He's currently under a severe thunderstorm warning for golf ball-size hail and 60 miles per hour winds as this cell tracks east. While the immediate tornado warning has expired, the environment remains volatile with a tornado watch active until 11 p.m. That dark precipitation core to his north means business, and I'm watching a spike in the forward flank downdraft on radar for any signs of reorganization. Scanning the horizon in Judsonia, Arkansas. It's a striking view as sunlit pavement contrasts with those deep, ominous clouds stacking up in the distance. Traffic on US 67 is moving normally on dry roads for now, but that maturing storm complex to the northwest is heading right for this corridor. Checking the I-55 Mississippi River Bridge in Crittenden County. Active rain and mist are cutting into visibility, leaving the pavement soaked and highly reflective. Traffic is moving steadily across the truss structure, but with a severe cell just across the river in Memphis, you'll want to watch for hydroplaning on these bridges. Corey Gherkin is back on the board in Centralia after over an hour, and he's driving straight toward a dark, imposing shelf cloud. He's currently inside a considerable, severe thunderstorm warning, as this Nemaha County cell packs a punch with 60-mile-per-hour winds and a history of golf ball-size hail. The sky is looking increasingly volatile as this system tracks east at 30 miles per hour. With a tornado watch active until 11 p.m., Corey is perfectly positioned to watch the leading edge of this storm interact with an extremely unstable air mass. Taking a look at the I-55 south end of the Mississippi River Bridge connecting Arkansas into Memphis, pavement is slick with visible spray from those semi-trucks as rain continues to move through. For a tighter local focus on the Mid-South, head to the Y'allbot channel and check out the Kentucky and Tennessee Y'allbot stream with hashtag KYTN in the title. Radar is still indicating 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail as this storm pushes through Ellsworth County. If you are in Ellsworth, Kannapolis, or near the lake, you are next in line as this cell moves east at 30 miles per hour. You need to move away from windows and get to an interior room right now to stay safe from flying debris or falling tree limbs. We have about 57 minutes remaining on this warning, so please stay sheltered until this core passes your location. Nakoma is pushing back into the thick of it near Afton. He's driving through a heavy precipitation core where visibility is falling fast and windshield wipers are struggling to keep up. This cell in Craig County is warned for 60 miles per hour winds and quarter-size hail. But the bigger story might be the 2-inch hail report we just saw out of Big Cabin. With over 4,000 kg of KP to work with, these storms are having no trouble finding fuel. If you're near Langley or Ketchum, stay off the roads. We have some breaking weather news to get to right now. A severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for over 213,000 people in central New Mexico, including northern Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Radar indicates strong winds are pushing east toward the metro area at 30 miles per hour. This storm is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts that could damage your roof, siding, and trees. If you are in Paradise Hills, Los Ranchos to Albuquerque, or traveling along Interstate 40, you need to move indoors and stay away from windows.
This warning is in effect for the next 24 minutes, and we could also see blowing dust, making it very hard to see on the roads. Stay safe and get inside a sturdy building until this passes.
Ryan Pitt is now in Frankfort, Kansas, pulling up to the intersection of Highways 9 and 99, with an imposing shelf cloud filling his windshield. He's deep inside a severe thunderstorm warning, where golf ball-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour gusts are the main threats. While he has some coring to his west, the wet roads and those distant wind turbines tell the story of a very active afternoon. We're keeping a close eye on this Marshall County cell as it feeds on high instability. Adam Lucio is currently getting leaned on by a high-end severe thunderstorm warning in Frankfort. Visibility is plummeting on his dash as heavy rain from the main core moves in, and radar shows 1.75-inch hail potential just to his west. Spotters near Marysville recently clocked 60 miles per hour gusts, and with the low-level jet expected to ramp up shortly, we're watching this Marshall County cell for any signs of upscale growth. For now, it's a high wind and big hail situation on the ground. We have some dangerous weather moving into north central Kansas right now, and a severe thunderstorm warning just hit the wire. Radar is indicating a line of storms packing 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and hail the size of ping pong balls. The damage threat here is considerable, and about 6,400 people are in the path of this wind and hail. If you are in Blue Rapids, Riley, Waterville, Leonardville, Greenleaf, Olsburg, Randolph, or Barnes, you need to get inside and away from windows immediately. This storm is moving fast at 50 miles per hour and covers parts of Riley, Pottawatomie, Washington, Clay, and Marshall counties for the next 22 minutes. Those 70-mile-per-hour winds will knock down trees and could easily damage mobile homes and roofs, so please take cover now.
Tacoma is currently getting hammered by a heavy rain core near Afton, Oklahoma.
Visibility is down to almost nothing on his dash as he navigates this severe thunderstorm warning. While the official tag is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail, we just had a report of 2-inch golf ball stones in Big Cabin, less than 15 miles away. This storm is part of an upscale growing complex, and with training cells expected to dump 2 to 4 inches of rain, flash flooding is becoming a major threat in this corridor. Dropping into Memphis, where I-55 is looking pretty slick near Macklemore Avenue. You can see the tire spray kicking up as traffic moves past that red commercial building. A severe thunderstorm warning is active for the metro right now, so expect heavy rain and 60-mile-per-hour gusts to keep things messy. Brandon Kopic is back in Vermilion, Marshall County, and he's currently punching through the southern flank of this severe cell. He's dealing with active rain and slick roads under a heavy bluish storm base, but that clearing on the western horizon shows he's nearly through the worst of the precipitation. This storm still has a history of golf ball-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour gusts, and with a tornado watch active until 11 p.m., we're watching for any late evening intensification as the low-level jet begins to crank. Checking in on Wynne, Arkansas, at Witcher Auctions. You can see the wet gravel lot and puddles under those deep, dramatic storm clouds. Conditions are currently routine, but this area is in an enhanced risk corridor, so keep an eye on these skies as that system tracks through eastern Arkansas. The radar-indicated threat for 60-mile-per-hour winds is pushing east toward the metro right now, with about 21 minutes left on this warning. If you are in Paradise Hills, expect those gusts by 4:59, with Rio Rancho and the Intel area seeing impacts around 5:04. This gust front is strong enough to damage. Please move into a sturdy building and stay away. We are also seeing reports of near zero. So if you are traveling on Interstate 40, be ready for dangerous driving conditions. DL Scales has pulled off the road in Frankfort, and the view is getting gnarly. That greenish hue in the sky is a dead giveaway for the golf ball size hail potential mentioned in this K-top warning. A 60-mile-per-hour gust was just clocked 14 miles up the road in Marysville, and you can see the shelf cloud is already starting to choke out the daylight. He's got a front row seat to this Marshall County cell as it tracks east at 30 miles per hour into a strengthening low-level jet. Pushing east into Lakeland, Tennessee, where the lead edge of this system is officially overhead. T.Cam 406 on I-40 shows active rain speckling the lens and heavy tire spray from following traffic. If you're looking for a tighter focus on this corridor, head to the Y'allbot channel for our Kentucky and Tennessee stream with hashtag KYTN in the title. Freddie McKinney has shifted into Frankfort, and the sky is looking increasingly nasty. He's staring down a massive, turbulent, low-hanging cloud structure that's taking on a deep greenish-blue tint, a classic signal that this cell is packed with the golf ball-size hail mentioned in the warning. Rain is already starting to smear his windows as the core approaches. With 60 miles per hour gusts recently reported just up the road in Marysville, Freddie is right in the path of this storm's considerable damage threat. We are continuing to track that storm near Fitzgerald, where radar indicates wind gusts reaching 60 miles per hour. If you are in Louisville, Bowens Mill, or Ashton, those winds are heading your way between 7:10 and 7:25 tonight. You need to move to an interior room right now to stay away from windows, as those gusts are strong enough to damage roofs and snap tree branches. This warning for Ben Hill and Irwin counties has about 34 minutes left on the clock, so stay tucked away until we see this cell clear your area. Checking the corridor in Kay County, Oklahoma. We're looking at a way station near the interstate, where commercial trucks are moving through on dry pavement. Despite the overcast skies and the severe warnings active for the Blackwell and Newkirk areas nearby, we aren't seeing any active precipitation at this specific entrance just yet. Corey Gherkin is navigating some wet gravel backroads in Frankfort, staring down a massive, dark shelf cloud that's absolutely eating the horizon. He's right in the crosshairs of this Marshall County cell, which already has a history of 60 miles per hour winds and 2-inch hail just to his west. With the low-level jet expected to tighten its grip soon, these storms are only going to get more organized. If you're ahead of this line in Nemaha County, get the cars under cover now. Breaking news from Marshall and Nemaha counties. The severe threat we have been tracking has just been downgraded. The storm is no longer at a considerable damage level, as hail has decreased from golf ball size down to 1-inch quarters. While that is a step in the right direction, radar is still indicating 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts that can snap tree limbs and damage your roof. We have about 6,800 people in the path of this cell, including folks in Marysville, Frankfort, Axtell, and Beatty over the next few minutes. This warning remains in effect for 16 minutes, so please stay tucked away in an interior room until these winds clear your area. Monitoring the I-35 corridor in Kay County, Oklahoma. We've got a clear shot of a way station where a semi-truck is navigating the lot on dry pavement. Dark clouds are visible on the horizon as a severe cell pushes through Blackwell and Newkirk nearby, but conditions here remain routine for now. Swinging back into Newport, Arkansas. Those clouds have dropped a notable amount of rain since our last look, leaving puddles visible near that tan building on the right. A freight train is currently rolling through the background, and we're starting to see some lens condensation as the humidity climbs ahead of that MCS. Nakoma is currently blinded by a punishing rain core in Afton, where visibility has dropped to nearly zero. He's within a severe thunderstorm warning, tracking east at 35 miles per hour, but the radar isn't telling the whole story. We just had a 2-inch hail report from Big Cabin, suggesting this cell is overperforming its quarter-size tag. With training storms expected to dump over 3 inches of rain, flash flooding is quickly becoming the primary hazard for this part of northeast Oklahoma. DL Scales is navigating historic downtown Frankfort as daylight completely disappears. Since we last checked in 9 minutes ago, that shelf cloud has moved directly over the city, dropping visibility to near zero. He's currently inside a severe thunderstorm warning with 60 miles per hour winds and quarter-size hail likely. Radar shows these cells are starting to consolidate into a larger complex, and with a tornado watch active until 11 p.m., the environment is primed for these storms to maintain their intensity through Marshall County. The situation in Kay and Grant counties has just become significantly more dangerous. We are escalating this severe thunderstorm coverage because radar now indicates a considerable damage threat as hail has grown from 1-inch quarters to golf ball-sized chunks. This storm is moving slowly near Deer Creek, but with those 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and large hail, it will cause damage to your roof and vehicles. We have about 9,100 people in the path, including folks in Blackwell, Newkirk, and Bremen. You need to get to an interior room right now to protect yourself from that falling ice. This upgraded warning remains in effect for the next 27 minutes. Freddie McKinney is pushing through Frankfort under a menacing, low-hanging wall cloud that's gaining definition. Since our check-in 9 minutes ago, surface winds have picked up significantly.
Shopping Ollie's First means saving up to 70% off fancy store prices every day. To demonstrate, we gave Shopper A $100 to go shop a fancy store. We sent Shopper B to Ollie's. As they say, the proof is in the cart.
Nobody says that.
And yet, I just did. The brands you know and trust, all up to 70% off.
Ollie's!
Good stuff, cheap!
Yes, I love this game.
IXL is actually a learning app that helps him excel in math, science, language arts, even social studies. But it's so fun, he calls it a game.
I'm crushing it.
Yeah, you are. He loves the awards and motivating feedback on IXL. It's one of his favorite things to do after school. He loves the challenge. I love the results.
Yes.
IXL, the learning program 16 million students trust. Try it today at IXL.com.
East of here. For a tighter focus on this corridor, head to the Y'allbot channel for the Kentucky and Tennessee Y'allbot stream with hashtag K. We're breaking in right now because a new tornado watch has just been issued for Northwest Arkansas. This watch is going to be in effect for the next 4 hours and 53 minutes. This covers about 574,000 people across Benton, Carroll, Madison, and Washington counties. While we don't have a confirmed tornado on the ground at this second, the ingredients are all there for storms to start spinning. If you're in Fayetteville, Bentonville, or anywhere in those 4 counties, make sure your phone is charged and you have a way to get alerts if a warning is issued for your specific neighborhood later tonight. Adam Lucio is currently pushing through the rain in Frankfort, navigating reduced visibility and slick roads as he stays embedded in a severe thunderstorm warning. In the 16 minutes since we last saw his we are interrupting to bring you some important news from the Storm Prediction Center. A new tornado watch has just been issued for portions of southwest Missouri, and it is going to stay in effect for the next 4 hours and 52 minutes. This watch covers Berry, McDonald, Newton, and Stone counties. We are looking at about 148,000 people in this watch area who need to stay weather aware tonight. This means conditions are favorable for tornadoes to develop. So keep your devices charged and have a plan ready to move to your safe space if a warning is issued for your specific town. Macoma is pushing through Veneta, where rain is quickly slicking the roads. Since we last checked in 7 minutes ago, a new tornado watch has been issued for Craig County, and the environment is only getting southier. While the warning officially notes we need to pause for a second because a brand new tornado watch has just been issued for parts of southwest Missouri. This covers Berry, McDonald, Newton, and Stone counties for the next 4 hours and 53 minutes. About 148,000 people are included in this watch area. While nothing is on the ground right now, the ingredients are there for tornadoes to develop quickly. Keep your phone charged and stay close to your safe space through 11 o'clock tonight. We have some breaking weather news to get to right now. A severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for southern Barton County in central Kansas for the next 52 minutes. Radar indicates this storm is sitting right near Great Bend and is pushing southeast at about 15 miles per hour. This cell is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, which is enough to damage your vehicles, roofs, and trees. About 23,000 people are in the path of this storm, including folks in Great Bend, Hoisington, Ellenwood, Pawnee Rock, Albert, and Olmutz. If you are in these areas, go ahead and move to an interior room on the lowest floor of your building until this passes. Corey Gherkin is kicking up dust on the gravel backroads of Frankfort, maintaining a visual on a massive shelf cloud that's effectively swallowed the horizon. Since we last saw him 13 minutes ago, a rotating wall cloud was reported less than a mile from his position. He's currently inside a severe thunderstorm warning with 60 miles per hour winds and quarter-size hail already verified in Marysville. SPC is warning that these Marshall County supercells could ramp up to 3.5-inch hail and 80 miles per hour gusts as the low-level jet kicks in. Nick Smego is pushing through Frankfort, staring down a massive, turbulent shelf cloud that's currently dominating the horizon. In the 19 minutes since we last saw his feed, a rotating wall cloud was reported just 4 miles from his current position. He's centered in a severe thunderstorm warning, calling for 70 miles per hour gusts and ping-pong ball hail. SPC is warning that as the nocturnal jet kicks in, these Marshall County cells could ramp up further, posing an 80 miles per hour wind and 3.5-inch hail risk. Ryan Pitt is pushing through Frankfort under an increasingly hostile sky. Since our check-in 14 minutes ago, the SPC has upgraded the threat level, warning that this cluster could drop 3.5-inch hail as the nocturnal jet kicks in. A rotating wall cloud was just reported 5 miles from Ryan's location, and he's now dealing with a considerable warning for 70-mile-per-hour gusts. Visibility is deteriorating rapidly on his feed as he approaches the core, with wind turbines on the horizon providing the only remaining sense of scale. Linden, Tennessee is currently under a severe thunderstorm warning as a mature squall line approaches. Looking past that brick municipal building, a massive shelf cloud is clearly visible on the horizon. Roads stay dry for now with routine traffic, but the leading edge of this MCS is about to bring a major deterioration in visibility. Checking back in with Linden, Tennessee, where that vintage Alice Chalmers is still holding down the street corner outside the Commodore Hotel. The pavement remains dry for now, but don't let the quiet town square fool you. A severe cell is less than 10 miles out and closing in quickly. Brandon Montgomery is dropping south into Westmoreland, positioning himself directly in the path of a line packing 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail. Since we last saw him 14 minutes ago, a rotating wall cloud was confirmed just 12 miles to his north near Frankfort.
While his current view shows a deceptive sunset to the west, that low, dark cloud base to his left is the business end of this storm. SPC is warning that 80 miles per hour gusts and 3.5-inch stones are on the table as the low-level jet ramps up. We are breaking in because a dangerous, severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for parts of northeastern Kansas. This storm is packing a considerable damage threat, with radar-indicated wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour and hail the size of $50. Right now, this storm is near Frankfort and moving east at 35 miles per hour. This is a serious situation for about 8,600 people in its path. If you are in Seneca, Frankfort, Centralia, Axtell, or Corning, you need to move to an interior room on the lowest floor right now. We're also looking at potential impacts for Soldier, Havensville, Goff, Vermilion, and Baileyville. Expect considerable tree damage and the potential for structural damage to roofs and mobile homes. This warning is in effect for the next 48 minutes. Brandon Kopic is pushing through Frankfort under an eerie blue-green sky, a classic sign of the hail core he's about to punch. Since we last checked in 13 minutes ago, a rotating wall cloud was reported just 3 miles from his position. He's currently navigating a considerable warning for 70-mile-per-hour gusts and ping-pong ball hail, but the SPC warns that 80-mile-per-hour winds and 3.5-inch stones are possible as the nocturnal jet ramps up. Visibility is dropping fast as heavy rain begins to wash out the road. We have an important update on the severe storm in Clay County. The threat level has just been adjusted, as the hail has decreased from 2 inches down to $50 size. While that is a step in the right direction, this remains a considerable threat because 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts are still being indicated by radar. Those winds can easily flip a mobile home or snap large trees, so we need the 5,800 people in this warning to stay sheltered. If you are in Morganville, Clay Center, or Green, you are in the path right now. This warning continues for another 16 minutes, so keep away from windows until this core moves through your area. We are continuing to track that line of severe storms moving southeast through Riley and Marshall counties. Radar indicates a considerable damage threat with 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball-size hail. If you are in Manhattan, Ogden, or Westmoreland, you are next in the path and need to move to an interior room on the lowest floor right now to stay away from windows. This storm is capable of causing significant tree damage and shattering glass. We have about 47 minutes remaining on this warning, so stay sheltered until the line clears your area.
DL Scales is currently punching through a greenish-yellow sky near Frankfurt, a classic indicator that he's flirting with the hail core. Since our check-in 13 minutes ago, a rotating wall cloud was confirmed less than 4 miles from his position. He's navigating a considerable warning for 70-mile-per-hour gusts and ping-pong ball hail, but the SPC is upping the ante, warning that 3.5-inch stones and 80-mile-per-hour winds are on the table as the low-level jet ramps up this evening. Visibility is dropping fast as heavy rain takes over. Freddie McKinney is currently punching through the core near Frankfurt, where a rotating wall cloud was just confirmed less than 4 miles away. Since our last check-in 13 minutes ago, conditions have turned hostile. Ominous storm bases are swallowing the rural landscape, and visibility is dropping fast in heavy rain. He's centered in a considerable warning for 70-mile-per-hour gusts and ping-pong ball hail, and the SPC is upping the ante, warning that 3.5-inch stones are possible as the low-level jet begins to crank. Heading down to Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, where US 17 North is looking a bit messy at Bellamy Avenue. The camera lens is catching some heavy condensation and water droplets, suggesting those coastal showers we've been tracking on radar are making a localized appearance. Traffic is flowing steadily, despite the reduced visibility. Corey Gherkin is navigating rural Vermilion as this system turns increasingly hostile. In the 9 minutes since our last check-in, he's moved deeper into a considerable warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds and ping-pong hail. Visuals show a ragged, low-hanging cloud base that analysts are calling beastly near Frankfurt, where a rotating wall cloud was just confirmed 9 miles to his west. With the nocturnal jet starting to crank, the SPC is keeping a close watch for an intensifying tornado threat as these 70 miles per hour. Taking a look at Fidelity, Missouri along the I-44 corridor. We've got hazy skies and a few billboards lining the highway, but traffic is moving smoothly on dry pavement for now. While things look routine here, remember there's an active tornado watch for Newton County until 11 p.m. Nick is navigating the dirt back roads of Frankfurt as this beastly cell tightens its grip. Since our check-in 9 minutes ago, a rotating wall cloud was confirmed just 7 miles from his bumper, and his feed shows a significant lowering emerging through the dust and turbulent overcast. He's currently under a considerable warning for 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail, but the SPC warns that the tornado risk will only ramp up as the low-level jet kicks in after sunset. Scanning Duquesne, Missouri, where I-44 and I-49 meet. We've got a faint rainbow catching the light on the left, contrasting against those dark, stormy clouds building out west. Pavement is visibly wet with reflection from passing semi-trucks, but traffic is moving smoothly through this tornado watch area for now. Staring down a beast in Manhattan, Kansas. This view over the Big Blue River shows an ominous, dark cloud deck moving in from the northwest. We're currently under a severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds. While the foreground looks calm for now, that sky is a clear signal to seek shelter immediately. Ryan Pitt is navigating rural Vermilion as rain begins to slick the roads. In the 9 minutes since we last checked his feed, he's moved deeper into a considerable warning area, where 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail are the primary threats. That dark, heavy cloud structure out his driver's side window is the storm of interest. A rotating wall cloud was recently confirmed about 10 miles to his west. With the nocturnal jet starting to ramp up, the SPC warns this environment is primed for 80 miles per hour gusts and even 3.5-inch hail. We are tracking a considerable damage threat in central Delaware County for the next 41 minutes. Radar indicates golf ball size hail and 60 mile per hour winds moving east. And that hail is large enough to break windows and injure anyone caught outside. If you are in Jay or Grove, you are next in line. Expect this to reach Jay around 6:24 and Grove shortly after.
Move away from windows and get inside a sturdy building right now to protect your family and your pets from that falling ice.
Brandon Montgomery has moved into Onaga, and the visual out his windshield is textbook. A massive, well-defined shelf cloud is stretching across the horizon, signaling the arrival of 70 miles per hour gusts. Since our last look 10 minutes ago, he's entered the heart of a severe thunderstorm warning for golf ball size hail. The SPC is particularly concerned about this line's upscale growth. With a rotating wall cloud recently confirmed just 15 miles away, the atmosphere is primed for an increase in the tornado threat as the sun goes down. We have an urgent escalation for Riley and Marshall counties as the danger has just increased significantly. This storm is now carrying a considerable damage threat, with radar indicating 70 mile per hour wind gusts and golf ball size hail. This is a big step up in intensity.
Everywhere I go, heads turning, looking at me like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Everywhere I go, heads turning, looking at me like, whoa, whoa.
Brandon Kopik is sticking with this Frankfurt cell as it turns a deep shade of teal, a clear signal he's staring down a significant hail threat. Since checking in 9 minutes ago, he's navigated onto slicked-over rural roads under a considerable warning for 70 miles per hour winds. A wall cloud was recently confirmed just 5 miles away, and with CAPE values screaming near 7,000 joules per kilogram, any sustained rotation could get serious fast. He's in the prime zone for these storms to take a right turn as the low-level jet begins to take over. Adam Lucio is kicking up dust on the back roads near Frankfurt as he maneuvers toward a beastly storm structure. Since we last peeped at his feed 20 minutes ago, he's entered a considerable warning zone for golf ball hail and 70 miles per hour gusts. Visually, he's contending with a ragged, low-hanging cloud base and dropping visibility as the rain begins to wrap in. With the low-level jet expected to intensify after sunset, the SPC is keeping a very close eye on these Marshall County supercells for an increasing tornado threat. Dropping into Humphreys County, Tennessee, where I-40 westbound is now seeing active rainfall.
A new tornado
Water droplets
warning
are hitting
has
the
been
lens
issued.
at mile marker 135, and pavement is visibly slick. A powerful storm complex is tracking toward this corridor, so expect visibility to drop fast over these forested hills as that MCS moves in. We have a tornado warning just coming in right now for northeast Kansas, and we need to get straight to the details. The National Weather Service has detected radar-indicated rotation on a storm capable of producing a tornado near Augsburg. This cell is moving southeast at 45 miles per hour and covers about 4,300 people in Riley and Pottawatomie counties. If you are in northern Manhattan, Augsburg, or near Tuttle Creek Lake, you need to take cover immediately for the next 19 minutes. Along with the tornado threat, we are seeing ping-pong ball-size hail. Flying debris is a major concern here, and mobile homes could be heavily damaged. Get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building right now, and stay away from windows until this passes at 6:45 p.m. D.L. Scales is in the hot seat near Westmoreland, and the visual just got serious. A distinct funnel cloud is now visible on the right side of his frame, dipping out of a broad, low-hanging base. The sky has taken on a nasty green hue, signaling the golf ball-size hail noted in his current severe thunderstorm warning. While we don't see a debris cloud on the ground yet, the SPC is upping the ante for this area. Warns of 80 miles per hour gusts and a ramping tornado threat as we head towards sunset. Freddie McKinney is battling deteriorating conditions on the rural backroads near Frankfurt. Since we shadowed him 10 minutes ago, a 60-mile-per-hour gust was clocked right in town by the EM, and that rain-wrapped core is making navigation on these unpaved roads a real chore. He's deep inside a considerable warning for golf ball hail, while the SPC warns that the tornado threat is only going to escalate as the nocturnal jet kicks in over the next hour. Visibility is down, but the intensity is definitely up. We are breaking in right now because a dangerous severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for northern Oklahoma. This storm is packing a considerable damage threat, with radar indicating 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That hail is large enough to cause injuries to people and animals outdoors and will likely damage roofs and vehicles. About 18,000 people are in the path of this cell, which was located 4 miles north of Nardin at 6:26 p.m. It is moving east at 25 miles per hour. If you are in Ponca City, Blackwell, Bremen, Deer Creek, Nardin, Blackwell Lake, or Peckham, you need to move indoors and stay away from windows immediately. This warning is in effect for northwestern Kay and northeastern Grant counties for the next 48 minutes.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Brandon, we need to drop everything and get you to safety right now. A tornado warning has just been issued for Delaware County in Oklahoma. Radar is indicating rotation 4 miles northwest of Jay, and this storm is moving east at 25 miles per hour. About 8,700 people are in the path of this cell, which is also dropping hail the size of ping pong balls. If you are in Jay or Xena, you are in the direct path. Take cover immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. This warning is in effect for the next 45 minutes, so please, stay away from windows and protect yourself from flying debris. Brandon Kopic is pushing through Marshall County as the sky turns a deep bruised teal, a classic sign of a heavy hail core. Since we checked his dash 6 minutes ago, Frankfurt clocked a 60-mile-per-hour gust, and he's now driving under a massive shelf. We have a critical update coming in right now. A new tornado warning has just been issued for parts of northeast Kansas. Radar-indicated rotation has been spotted near Tuttle Creek Lake, and this storm is moving fast, heading southeast at 55 miles per hour. This warning covers central Riley County and west central Pottawatomie County for the next 30 minutes. If you are in northern Manhattan, Oldsburg, or near Tuttle Creek Lake, you need to seek shelter immediately. About 4,100 people are in the path of this cell. Along with the tornado threat, we are seeing ping-pong ball-size hail. Flying debris is a major concern here, and mobile homes could be severely damaged. Get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building, and stay away from windows until this clears at 7 o'clock. Adam Lucio has dropped south into Onaga, and the sky is looking increasingly volatile. He's currently under a considerable warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds and golf ball hail, while a tornado warning remains active just to his west for rotation near Tuttle Creek Lake. Looking at the dash, those ragged scud clouds are getting pulled into a very dark, turbulent base. With the low-level jet expected to punch in after sunset, the SPC is warning that any isolated supercells like this one could quickly intensify. We have an immediate escalation for Cowley and Sumner counties. The danger has just increased as radar indicates hail has grown to 2 inches in diameter. This is now a considerable damage threat, and with hail the size of hen eggs falling, you need to get away from windows and protect your vehicles right now. We have nearly 10,000 people in the path of this storm, including folks in Buda Springs and Arkansas City. This warning remains in effect for another 31 minutes, so stay hunkered down until this intense core moves through your area. D.L. Scales is currently getting flanked by a massive tiered shelf cloud near Westmoreland. The wind threat is the main story here. The NWS has tagged this with a considerable warning for 70-mile-per-hour gusts and golf ball hail. While he's focused on that leading edge, there is a tornado warning active in the same county for rotation near Tuttle Creek Lake. With that diagonal line of high reflectivity moving southeast at 40 miles per hour, conditions are going to go downhill fast for Pottawatomie County. The rotation we are tracking near Ulsburg remains radar indicated, and that means we have about 16 minutes left to stay in our safe spots. This storm is also packing ping-pong ball-size hail as it pushes southeast toward northern Manhattan around 6:37 and Tuttle Creek Lake at 6:40. If you are in these areas, you need to be on the lowest floor of a sturdy building right now to stay ahead of that wind and debris. We are keeping a close eye on this for you. Freddie McKinney is currently tracking a prominent wall cloud lowering over the hills near Frankfurt. Since we shadowed him 6 minutes ago, the visual organization on this storm has noticeably tightened despite the increasing rain on his windshield. He's sitting in a considerable warning for golf ball hail and 70 miles per hour winds, and with a confirmed wall cloud report just south of his position, the environment is clearly trying to produce. The SPC is watching this cluster closely as the low-level jet begins its evening ramp-up. Mick Smigo is tracking through Onaga as the atmosphere in northeastern Kansas begins its evening transition. He's currently sitting inside a considerable warning for 70 miles per hour gusts and golf ball hail, with a tornado warning active just to his west near Tuttle Creek Lake. Since we last peeked at his feed, the clouds have taken on a much darker, more textured appearance. With 60 miles per hour winds verified nearby in Frankfurt and a strengthening low-level jet, the tornado threat is only expected to ramp up as we
A new
lose the
tornado
daylight.
warning has been issued.
We are continuing to track that rotation 4 miles northwest of J. Radar still indicates a developing tornado is possible, along with ping-pong ball-size hail. If you are in J or Xena, you are next in the path. You need to be in your safe spot, away from windows right now, as this storm moves east. We have about 43 minutes remaining on this warning, so stay hunkered down until this threat passes your area. Checking the pulse in northern K County, Oklahoma, at Traffic Camera 2. We need to drop everything and get straight to northern Oklahoma as a tornado warning has just been issued. Radar-indicated rotation has been spotted on a dangerous cell located right near Deer Creek. This storm is moving east at about 20 miles per hour and covers about 7,000 people in K and Grant counties. If you are in Blackwell, Bremen, Deer Creek, or Nardin, you need to seek shelter immediately. This storm is also carrying very large hail, up to 2 inches in diameter, which is big enough to shatter windows and damage vehicles. We are also tracking this across Interstate 35, between mile markers 218 and 230. You have to get to an interior room or a storm cellar right now to stay safe from flying debris and falling trees. This warning is in effect for the next 40 minutes. We have a critical situation in central Delaware County where a tornado warning is in effect until 7:15 tonight. A dangerous storm is moving east at about 25 miles per hour and is currently just 4 miles northwest of J. This rotation is heading right toward the heart of J, putting the Monroe Manor Nursing Home and several local schools like Jay Middle School and Jay Elementary directly in the path. Our radar is picking up active precipitation across the northern half of this area, and the Lakemont Shores Fire Protection District in Utah needs to be ready for 1.5-inch hail. If you are near the Delaware County Sheriff's Office or the Xena Volunteer Fire Department, you should expect damaging winds capable of destroying mobile homes and snapping trees. To our 2 viewers watching right now from inside this polygon, this is your signal to move to a basement or an interior room immediately. Whether you are at home or near the J Fire Department, get to the lowest floor and put as many walls as possible between you and the outside. Brandon Montgomery is cruising through Onaga, currently finding a pocket of calm before the storm. Don't let the clear horizon on his dash fool you. He's centered in a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds and golf ball hail. That line is hammering southeast at 40 miles per hour, and with a wall cloud confirmed just 18 miles to his north near Frankfort, this environment is primed. The SPC expects these cells to intensify as the low-level jet ramps up, so Brandon's view is about to get a lot noisier. Brandon Kopik is in Westmoreland, where a massive shelf cloud has completely taken over the horizon. That visual isn't just for show, it marks the leading edge of 70-mile-per-hour winds and golf ball hail hammering Pottawatomie County. We've seen rotating wall clouds and 60-mile-per-hour gusts confirmed just north in Frankfort recently. The environment is only getting more volatile as the low-level jet kicks in, and the SPC is warning that these cells could easily intensify into the evening. Adam Lucio is currently navigating the rural stretches of Pottawatomie County under a heavy, textured cloud deck. While his dash shows a momentary break in the overcast, he's deep in a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for golf ball hail and 70 miles per hour gusts. Just 18 miles north, we've had rotating wall clouds and 60 miles per hour winds confirmed near Frankfort. With a tornado warning active to his immediate west and the nocturnal jet set to kick in, this calm pocket won't last as the line moves southeast at 40 miles per hour. DL Scales is holding position in Westmoreland as the sky turns completely pitch black behind a massive, multi-layered shelf cloud. This is the visual definition of the considerable threat the NWS is talking about. 70-mile-per-hour winds and golf ball hail are imminent. While he tracks the outflow, the radar-indicated tornado threat continues just to his west in Pottawatomie County. We're approaching sunset, and with the low-level jet expected to ignite, the SPC is concerned these supercells could become even more aggressive over the next hour. Freddie McKinney has shifted south into Westmoreland, now fully embedded in a considerable, severe thunderstorm warning. While the rain is picking up on his dash, the real concern is just to his west, where a tornado warning remains active near Tuttle Creek Lake. The atmosphere here is on a hair trigger. We've already seen rotating wall clouds and 60-mile-per-hour gusts confirmed just up the road in Frankfort. With the nocturnal jet starting to scream, the SPC is bracing for these cells to potentially intensify further. We are still tracking that radar-indicated rotation near Deer Creek, and this storm is packing a punch with 2-inch, hen-egg-sized hail. If you are in Nardin, you need to be in your safe spot by 6:48, Blackwell by 7:04, and Bremen by 7:10. We have about 36 minutes left on this warning, so stay in your interior room or storm shelter and stay away from windows until this threat passes Blackwell and Interstate 35. Nick Smago is navigating Onaga under increasingly dark, textured cloud cover. While his road is currently dry, he's deep in a considerable, severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour gusts and golf ball hail. A wall cloud was just confirmed 22 miles north near Frankfurt, and with ML cap over 4,000 J per kilogram, this environment is explosive. The nocturnal jet is starting to kick in, which the SPC warns will ramp up the tornado threat for these southeast-moving supercells over the next hour. Sliding over to US 24 at Flush Road in Pottawatomie County. It's a bit of a calm before the storm here. Traffic is light, and the pavement is still dry. However, don't let the haze fool you. We have an active tornado warning just to the west for northern Manhattan. Brandon Montgomery is pulling into Westmoreland, and that sky has gone from calm to flat-out mean in the last 7 minutes. You can see a massive shelf cloud stretching across his dash with a telltale green hue underneath. That's usually a signature for hail. He's currently inside a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 70 miles per hour winds and golf ball-sized stones. With the nocturnal jet ramping up and a wall cloud confirmed just north near Frankfurt, this whole line is starting to look a lot more organized. Scanning the I-35 corridor in Kay County, Oklahoma. Moderate rain is coming down now, with spray visibly kicking up behind that blue semi-truck. A tornado warning is active for Blackwell and Bremen until 7:15 p.m., so if you're on this highway, it's time to get off and find substantial shelter. To our 3 viewers inside this warning polygon in Oklahoma, you need to be in your safe spot right now. We are tracking a severe thunderstorm with strong low-level rotation located just 3 miles northwest of J, and it is drifting east at 15 miles per hour. This cell is capable of dropping 1.5-inch hail, which is the size of ping-pong balls, and it could produce a tornado at any moment as it moves toward J and Xena. I know folks in chat are saying it looks quiet where you are, but the radar is showing a very different story with that rotation tightening up, so do not wait for a siren to sound. If you are in the path, move to the lowest floor of a sturdy building and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Breaking news on the storms moving through north-central Kansas. We have a bit of good news as the hail threat has just decreased from golf ball to half-dollar size, but don't let your guard down. This remains a considerable damage threat because radar is still picking up dangerous 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We have about 78,000 people in this warning, including Manhattan and Westmoreland. If you are in Keats or near Tuttle Creek Lake, you are in the thick of it now. This warning stays in effect for another 17 minutes, so stay away from windows and keep those vehicles under cover until these winds pass. We have a new tornado warning for northwestern Kay and east central Grant counties until 7:15 tonight. A dangerous storm is moving east at about 20 miles per hour and is capable of producing both a tornado and 2-inch egg-sized hail. The heart of this storm is moving directly toward Blackwell and Deer Creek, putting several of our critical facilities at risk. If you are near Hillcrest Manor Nursing Center or Blackwell High School, you need to be in your safe spot immediately, as flying debris and roof damage are major threats. We are also tracking this near the Deer Creek Volunteer Fire Department and the Blackwell-Tonkawa Municipal Airport, where heavy winds and large hail could cause significant damage to vehicles and outbuildings. For the 2 viewers watching us right now from inside this warning, please get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building in Blackwell or Deer Creek immediately. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and stay away from windows until this clears. Looking live at downtown Holton, Kansas, where the sky is taking on a menacing slate gray hue. While semi-trucks are still rolling past the Super 8 motel on dry pavement, a severe thunderstorm warning is active for 70-mile-per-hour winds. That low-hanging cloud base on the horizon means business. Jackson County needs to stay alert. Adam Lucio is getting a front row seat to a textbook shelf cloud in Westmoreland. The striations on this thing are incredible, but they're also a clear warning sign of the 70-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar hail packed inside this considerable severe warning. KTWX radar shows the line intensifying as it pushes southeast at 40 miles per hour. We're losing the light soon, and the SPC is concerned the low-level jet could turn these linear storms into tornado producers as they roll toward the Topeka area. Brandon Kopik is sticking with that massive shelf cloud in Westmoreland, and the sky beneath it has turned an ink-black shade that usually precedes a mess. He's dead center in that 70-mile-per-hour wind threat, and KTWX radar shows intense reflectivity cores right on his doorstep. The SPC is emphasizing that as the low-level jet ramps up this evening, these linear storms can still offer a tornado threat. For now, Brandon is about to get blasted by the heavy precipitation core trailing that gust front. DL Scales is in the heart of Westmoreland right now, and that sky has turned a sickening shade of neon green. That's a textbook visual for a massive hail core about to drop. He's sitting in a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 70 miles per hour winds and half-dollar stones, and he's not alone. Locals are out on the gravel roads watching this wall of water and wind approach. With 60 miles per hour gusts already confirmed nearby in Randolph, the leading edge of this line is about to make things very loud for DL. Freddie McKinney has dropped south into Wamego, and he is staring down a massive striated shelf cloud that means business. A fresh severe thunderstorm warning just went live for his exact spot, carrying a triple threat: 70 miles per hour winds, ping-pong ball hail, and a considerable impact tag. KTWX radar shows the line charging southeast at 40 miles per hour, and with the low-level jet expected to ignite after sunset, the SPC is keeping a very close eye on the tornado potential within these intensifying cores. To the 3 viewers watching right now from inside this warning polygon in Delaware County, Oklahoma, you are in the path of a storm with strong low-level rotation. This cell is just 3 miles northwest of J and is crawling east at 15 miles per hour, meaning it is going to hang over your head for a while. A few of you in chat are reporting things look quiet, but sirens have already been reported sounding in the area, and the radar is showing a rotation signature that could drop a tornado at any moment. If you are in J or Xena, do not wait for a visual confirmation. Move to the lowest floor of a sturdy building, get into an interior room, and put as many walls as possible between you and the outside. Brandon Montgomery has repositioned to Wamego, and while he's currently in a dry pocket, he's sitting right in the path of a nasty line of storms. He's under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail. KTWX radar shows the core moving southeast at 40 miles per hour, and with 60 miles per hour gusts recently confirmed in nearby Olsburg, Brandon is about to get a very loud wake-up call. The SPC is watching for any tornado spin-ups as the low-level jet ramps up toward sunset. We have a tornado warning continuing for central Delaware County until 7:15 tonight. A dangerous storm is moving east at about 15 miles per hour and could produce a tornado at any moment alongside hail the size of ping-pong balls. We are keeping a very close eye on the city of J, where the Monroe Manor Nursing Home and several local schools like J Middle School and J Elementary are directly in this path. The Lakemont Shores Fire Protection District over in Yucca and the Xena Volunteer Fire Department stations need to be ready for significant impacts. Residents in these areas should brace for dangerous flying debris, potential roof damage, and the reality that mobile homes in this corridor may be destroyed. To the 3 viewers watching us from inside this polygon right now, this is for you. Move to the lowest floor of a sturdy building immediately. If you are near the Delaware County Sheriff's Office or any of the J schools, get away from windows and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Brandon Kopik is pushing through Westmoreland, and the visual on his dash has taken a concerning turn. We've got a distinct lowering visible under a massive dark cloud base, and frame analysis is picking up what looks like a potential funnel cloud in the distance. He's currently navigating wet roads inside a severe thunderstorm warning for 70 miles per hour winds. With the low-level jet expected to ramp up as we lose the light, this is a critical feed to watch for any signs of tornado genesis. To our 2 viewers watching from northern Oklahoma inside this polygon, you need to be in your safe spot right now. This storm near Deer Creek is rotating and dropping hen egg-size hail as it pushes east. If you are in Blackwell, Bremen, or Nardin, you are next in line for this dangerous cell. I see folks in chat saying it looks quiet where you are, but the radar is showing a very intense core that will be on top of you shortly. Move to the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Get in an interior room and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Checking back in on Holton, Kansas, where that shelf cloud is becoming even more defined over the Super 8 motel. Traffic is still moving normally on dry pavement, but don't let the view fool you. An intense line of storms is just minutes away with 60-mile-per-hour wind potential. Jackson County should be moving indoors. Stretching out to the rails in Decatur, Arkansas. It's quiet right now near the industrial district with dry tracks and red signals, but don't get comfortable. An explosive line of storms is charging east from Oklahoma. We have a tornado warning nearby in Delaware County. Benton County, you're next in line for these 75-mile-per-hour gusts. Corey Gherkin is holding position in Onaga, and that shelf cloud on his feed is looking much more organized than it did 36 minutes ago. He's currently inside a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, as a line of storms moves southeast at 40 miles per hour, packing 70 miles per hour wind potential and ping-pong ball-size hail. KTWX radar shows the We have an immediate update on the tornado warning for Kay and Grant counties. The threat level is holding steady, but we are seeing a slight decrease in intensity. The biggest change is that the hail size has dropped from 2 inches down to 1¼ inches, or about half dollar size. This remains a radar-indicated tornado threat for about 7,000 people in northern Oklahoma. If you are in Blackwell, Deer Creek, or Nardin, you still need to be in your safe spot, as this rotation is still present on radar. We have 20 minutes remaining on this warning, so stay hunkered down until this cell clears your area. Ryan Pitt is navigating a construction zone in Emmett, Kansas, directly in the path of a line of storms packing 70 miles per hour wind potential. He's inside a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, and while his current view shows dark, textured cloud base, we need to pause right here. A new tornado warning just came in from the National Weather Service, and we're getting it on screen immediately. This is for east central Delaware County in Oklahoma and northwestern Benton County in Arkansas for the next hour and 4 minutes. Radar is currently indicating strong rotation just 4 miles east of Jay, Oklahoma, moving east at 20 miles per hour. About 11,000 people are in the path of this storm, which is also packing ping-pong ball-size hail. If you are in Gravette or Decatur, Arkansas, or over in Maysville, you need to seek shelter right now. This storm is capable of destroying mobile homes and causing significant tree and roof damage, so get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building and stay away from windows until this passes. D.L. Scales has moved into Wamego, and his feed now shows a menacing shelf cloud structure with dark, low-hanging bases. He's currently under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail. KTWX radar confirms a high reflectivity line charging southeast at 40 miles per hour. We've already seen 60 miles per hour gusts confirmed in Randolph, and the SPC warns that the low-level jet kicking in tonight could ramp up the tornado potential for these intensifying cores as they move toward the Topeka corridor. We have a new tornado warning for Kay and Grant counties in northern Oklahoma until 7:15 tonight. A dangerous storm is moving east at about 20 miles per hour, packing the potential for a tornado and 2-inch, egg-sized hail. This storm was last spotted near Deer Creek and is heading directly toward the Blackwell area. I want to focus on the folks in Blackwell, where this storm is headed next. If you have loved ones at the Hillcrest Manor Nursing Center, or students staying late at Blackwell High School or the middle school, they need to be in their safe spots immediately. We are also tracking this near the Blackwell-Tonkawa Municipal Airport, and with 2-inch hail possible, any vehicles or aircraft left outside will see significant damage. These areas need to brace for dangerous flying debris and potential structural damage as that rotation tracks through. To the two of you watching us from inside this warning right now, specifically near Deer Creek and Blackwell, you must move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor immediately. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and stay away from all windows until this threat passes at 7:15. Scanning the horizon in Kiowa County, Kansas, at the US 54 and 400 interchange. It's quiet here near Mullinville, with dry pavement and light traffic. While high-intensity storms are organizing just to our east, this western edge remains calm for now, despite the overcast skies and lingering tornado watch. Brandon Kopik has dropped down into Wamego, and he is staring down a massive dark shelf cloud that's practically scraping the deck. He's currently inside a severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar-size hail. KTWX radar shows the heart of this line is less than 20 miles out, moving southeast at 40 miles per hour. While we're seeing prominent straight-line wind structures now, the SPC is watching for a tornado threat to materialize as the low-level jet kicks in over the next hour. Nick Smago is currently moving through Wamego, Kansas, navigating a considerable, severe thunderstorm warning. While his roads are dry for now, those ragged scud clouds on his feed tell the story of a very turbulent atmosphere. The KTWX radar shows a broken line of intense storms maintaining its strength as it pushes southeast at 35 miles per hour. With 70 miles per hour gusts and ping-pong ball hail on the table, Nick is in a prime spot to intercept the leading edge before the low-level jet potentially raises the tornado threat after sunset. We are continuing to track that circulation just east of J. Radar-indicated rotation remains strong with this cell, and it is capable of dropping a tornado at any moment, along with ping-pong ball-size hail. If you are in Maysville, Gravette, or Decatur, you are next in the path and need to be in your safe space right now. Move to the lowest floor of a sturdy building and stay away from windows to protect yourself from flying debris and large hail. We have about 1 hour remaining on this warning as the storm pushes east into Benton County. Adam Lucio is rolling through downtown Wamego, And while things look calm past the OZ Museum, he's in the crosshairs of a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. KTWX radar shows an intense line of storms packing 70 miles per hour wind potential and ping-pong ball hail just minutes away. The SPC is emphasizing that as the low-level jet ramps up after sunset, any cells that can stay discreet could see a jumping tornado threat. Adams' dry pavement won't last long at this 35 miles per hour storm pace. Sliding over to I-35 in Kay County, Oklahoma, where heavy rain is now soaking the pavement. You can see the spray kicking up as traffic moves past this overpass. Radar shows a rotating cell near Blackwell and Deer Creek, so anyone traveling this corridor needs to be extremely cautious of hydroplaning and dropping visibility. Freddie McKinney is pulling into Wamego right as a stunning, low-hanging shelf cloud swallows the town. He's deep in a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, where 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail are the main course. But the low-level jet is starting to ramp up the tornado threat. KTWX radar shows the heart of the line is just 14 miles away, and with 63 miles per hour gusts already confirmed in Manhattan, Freddie is seconds away from the main event. We have a newly issued tornado warning for northwestern Benton County in Arkansas and east central Delaware County in Oklahoma, effective until 8 o'clock tonight. A severe storm showing strong rotation was spotted just east of Jay, and it is currently tracking east at about 20 miles per hour. This storm is heading directly toward Gravette and Decatur, Arkansas, where we have several schools in the path, including Decatur High School and the Glenn Duffy Elementary campus. Local emergency hubs like the Maysville Fire Station and the Gravette Police Department need to be on high alert, as this cell is also carrying ping-pong ball-size hail. You should prepare for significant impacts, including potential damage to roofs and vehicles, and the very real danger of flying debris in these specific neighborhoods. For our 3 viewers watching right now inside this polygon in Benton County, you must move to your basement or a small interior room immediately. If you are near the Sulphur Springs Fire Station or anywhere in the Gravette area, get away from windows and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. We have an urgent update on that storm moving through. We have 10 minutes remaining on this tornado warning in Delaware County, and you cannot afford to let your guard down just because the clock is ticking. This rotating storm is 4 miles east of Jay and moving east at 25 miles per hour, while a second severe cell is hovering right near Xena. I see someone in chat reporting they are live northwest of Jay and east of Grove. That lines up with the radar showing strong low-level rotation tightening up right in that corridor. If you are in the path, this storm is also dropping ping-pong ball-size hail that will shred any vehicles left outside. You need to move to the lowest floor of your home, get into an interior room like a closet or bathroom, and put as many walls as possible between you and the outside, right now. Corey Gherkin has repositioned to St. Mary's, where a massive, layered shelf cloud is now dominating his horizon. He's deep inside a severe thunderstorm warning as a dark precipitation core looms just behind that leading edge. KTWX radar shows the main line is essentially on top of him, and with 63 miles per hour gusts already clocked nearby in Manhattan, the wind threat is about to get very real. We're keeping a close eye on this feed as the low-level jet begins to intensify. Stopping in Topeka for a look at I-70, where things are holding steady. Despite the wicked squall line to the west, pavement here is dry and traffic is flowing normally under an overcast sky. Don't get too comfortable though. Those 70-mile-per-hour winds are closing in fast on Shawnee County. Ryan Pitt has made it to St. Mary's. but the serenity of those undulating asperitas clouds on his feed is deceptive. He's currently inside a severe thunderstorm warning, where 70-mile-per-hour wind potential is the main threat. KTWX radar shows the core is practically on top of him, and with 63-mile-per-hour gusts already confirmed just up the road in Manhattan, things are about to get loud. The SPC is still highlighting a conditional tornado threat as the low-level jet kicks in, so we're watching his feed for any quick low-level changes. We have an urgent update on the storms moving through northeast Kansas. This threat has just been upgraded to a considerable damage level because wind gusts have increased to 70 miles per hour. That is a significant jump in power, capable of causing considerable tree damage and destroying mobile homes. For the 20,000 people in the path, including those in Holton, Hiawatha, and Horton, you need to move to an interior room immediately. This line is moving east at 40 miles per hour and will be hitting Willis, Wiskota, and the Kickapoo Reservation within the next few minutes. This warning remains in effect for only 9 minutes longer, so do not wait for the wind to pick up. Take cover now. DL Scales is maintaining his position in Wamego, and the sky has turned a deep, bruised purple as the core of this storm arrives. He remains under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning with 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail on the table. KTWX radar shows the line has consolidated into a solid wall of wind just 13 miles away. We've already had a 63 miles per hour gust confirmed in Manhattan, so DL is about to get hit with the brunt of this as it slides toward the I-70 corridor. We are continuing to track a dangerous cell on the Oklahoma and Arkansas border. The tornado warning remains in effect for northwestern Benton and east central Delaware counties because radar is still indicating strong rotation just west of Maysville. This means a tornado could develop at any moment, and ping-pong ball-size hail is also a major threat. If you are in Gravette, Decatur, or Maysville, you are directly in the path of this storm as it moves east at 20 miles per hour. This is the time to stay in your safe spot, away from windows and on the lowest floor, as flying debris and falling trees are likely. We have 52 minutes remaining on this warning, so please keep your head down until the all clear is given. Brandon Kopik is pushing through Wamego with a massive arching shelf cloud looming directly over his hood. You can see the battle scars on his vehicle from previous hail, and he's about to add more to the collection. He's currently in a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail. KTWX radar shows the main line is essentially on his doorstep, and with 63 miles per hour gusts already clocked nearby in Manhattan, the hammer is about to drop. Checking back in on downtown Holton, where things have taken a turn for the ominous. Those deep gray cloud tops are hanging low over the square, and while the pavement is still dry, a 67-mile-per-hour gust was just clocked nearby. Stay alert. This cell is packing serious wind as it pushes through Jackson County. Nick Smago has moved into Manhattan, Kansas, where the atmosphere has officially gone downhill. He's currently punching through a heavy precip core with significantly reduced visibility and wet roads. This cell is part of a line packing 70 miles per hour wind potential and ping-pong ball-size hail. We've already seen a 63 miles per hour gust confirmed just 3 miles from his location.
KTWX radar shows the most intense part of the line is right on him. Nick's in for a bumpy ride, while this messy line pushes southeast.
We have an urgent escalation for Atchison and Doniphan counties. This severe thunderstorm has just been upgraded to a considerable damage threat because 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts are now being observed. A 67-mile-per-hour gust was just clocked in Holton, so the danger has officially increased. For the 16,000 people in this path, including those in Atchison, Troy, and Effingham, you need to move to an interior room immediately. This line is moving fast at 45 miles per hour and will be hitting Highland, Lancaster, and Muscatau within the next few minutes. This warning remains in effect for 21 minutes, so stay away from windows and protect yourself from these destructive winds right now. James Hilger is currently on the front lines in Maysville, Arkansas. We have some serious weather developing right now, and I need to get you straight to a new tornado warning just issued for parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas. Radar indicated rotation has been spotted on a storm near Jay, moving east at about 20 miles per hour. This warning is in effect for the next 47 minutes and covers about 7,700 residents. If you are in Jay or Lake Yukon State Park in Oklahoma, or over toward Maysville and Cherokee City in Arkansas, you need to be in your safe place immediately. Along with the tornado threat, we are seeing half-dollar-size hail. Flying debris is a major concern here, and this storm is capable of destroying mobile homes and causing significant damage to roofs and trees. Get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building right now and stay away from windows. To our 3 viewers watching from inside this polygon in Benton County, Arkansas, you are in the direct path of a dangerous circulation. This storm is sitting just 4 miles west of Maysville and is pushing east at 20 miles per hour, packing radar-indicated rotation and ping-pong ball-size hail. If you are in Gravette or Decatur, this cell is heading your way right now, and siren reports out of Delaware County confirm the local officials are taking this very seriously. Do not wait for a visual on this rain-wrapped storm. Move to the lowest floor of your home, get into an interior room, and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, immediately. Taking a live look at Holton, Kansas, where the atmosphere has turned completely ink black over the town square. You can see the wet sheen on the pavement near the car dealership, confirming rain is officially hitting the ground. With 70-mile-per-hour gusts recently measured here, stay well away from those windows. Adam Lucio has dropped south into Alma, staying just ahead of a line that's quickly growing upscale into a wind-producing machine. He's currently under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, with KTWX radar showing 70 miles per hour wind potential and ping-pong ball hail knocking on his door. While his feed shows dry pavement and a dark overhead deck, the atmosphere is priming for a rough evening as the low-level jet begins to kick in. Nearby gusts have already topped 67 miles per hour, so the calm won't last much longer. Stretching out to Kiowa County, Kansas, where the rain has officially arrived at the US 54 and 400 interchange. You can see droplets sticking to the lens and a clear sheen on the pavement. With that tornado watch active until 11 p.m., keep it slow if you're traveling through south central Kansas tonight. Checking in on US 75 in Jackson County, where the rain is officially settling in. You can see the moisture on the lens and that wet sheen across the pavement. A 67-mile-per-hour gust was just clocked nearby in Holton, so while traffic is moving, those winds are no joke. Freddie McKinney is in a real bind in Elma. He's currently outside his vehicle on a gravel road, changing a flat tire, while a considerable severe thunderstorm warning bears down on him. A massive dark shelf cloud is looming right over the horizon, and KTWX radar shows a line of 70-mile-per-hour winds and ping-pong ball hail just minutes away. This is a high-stakes race against the clock to get that spare on before the core hits. Nearby gusts have already topped 67 miles per hour. We are continuing to track that radar-indicated rotation just east of J. This cell is moving east at 20 miles per hour, and if you are in Maysville or Cherokee City, you are next in line and need to be in your safe spot right now. We have about 44 minutes left on this warning, so stay away from windows and get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building to protect yourself from flying debris and half-dollar size hail. We have a quick update on the tornado warning for Benton and Delaware counties.
A new
The threat
tornado
level is
warning
easing up
has
slightly
been issued.
as the hail size has decreased from ping pong balls down to half-dollar size, or 1¼ inches. While that is a move in the right direction, this remains a radar-indicated tornado warning for the 10,600 people in this area. The storm is sitting right over Maysville and is pushing east at 20 miles per hour, heading toward Gravette and Decatur next. You have 42 minutes remaining on this warning, so please stay in your safe spot and away from windows until this cell fully clears your neighborhood. Michael Craddock is navigating wet rural roads in Decatur, Arkansas, as he stays embedded within a tornado warning. KSRX velocity data continues to highlight rotation over Maysville, moving east at 20 miles per hour. We have some breaking weather news to get to immediately. A tornado warning just came in for southwestern Kay County in northern Oklahoma, and we need to check on this right now. Radar-indicated rotation has been spotted on a storm sitting right near Blackwell. This warning is in effect for the next 26 minutes, until 7:45. About 5,100 people are in the path of this cell, including the towns of Blackwell and Tonkawa. If you are traveling on Interstate 35 between mile markers 217 and 222, you are right in the middle of this. We are looking at potential hazards of a tornado and hail the size of $half. Flying debris is a major threat here, so please get to your safe place on the lowest floor of a sturdy building right away. We'll keep you updated as this develops. Scanning the rail yard in Decatur, Arkansas, where a massive, dark storm wall is moving in. A faint precipitation shaft is visible over the buildings, though the tracks remain dry for now. A tornado warning is active for Benton County, so if you're in the path of this cell, seek shelter immediately. Corey Gherkin is pressing into the belly of the beast in Rossville. After about 14 minutes since our last look, he's now nose-to-nose with a dark, ominous storm base. He's currently inside a severe thunderstorm warning for 70 miles per hour winds and ping-pong ball hail, and KTWX radar shows a solid line of convection moving his way at 45 miles per hour. A 67 miles per hour gust was just reported in nearby Holton, so that wind threat is very much reaching the ground as he approaches the core. We have a critical weather situation as a tornado warning is now in effect for east central Delaware County in Oklahoma and west central Benton County in Arkansas until 8 o'clock tonight. A severe storm showing radar-indicated rotation was last spotted just 3 miles east of J, moving east at about 17 miles per hour. This storm is heading directly towards some of our key community hubs, including Monroe Manor Nursing Home in J, where staff should be moving residents to safety immediately. We are also tracking this cell as it passes near the J Public Schools campus and the Maysville Fire Station over in Benton County. Radar echoes are currently most intense across the northern and eastern portions of the warning box, meaning these areas need to brace for damaging winds and hail up to the size of $half. To our 2 viewers watching right now from inside this polygon in Oklahoma, you need to stop what you are doing and move to the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Residents near J and Maysville, get away from windows and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible to protect yourself from flying debris. James Hilger is staying deep within the tornado warning near Maysville, Arkansas, while his current visual shows a brief lull on a rural stretch of AR-43. Don't let the calm skies fool you. KSRX Velocity is still sniffing out rotation just to his west. This cell is chugging east at 20 miles per hour toward Gravette and Decatur, and with PWATs over 2 inches, flash flooding is becoming just as big of a concern as the half-dollar size hail. James is right in the slot for whatever this MCV-driven storm decides to do next. Ryan Pitt is currently cruising through Topeka with a 75-mile-per-hour speed limit and dry pavement, but that calm won't last. He's deep inside a severe thunderstorm warning as a mature line of storms chugs southeast at 50 miles per hour. KTWX radar shows a wall of 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar hail closing in fast. We've already seen a 67-mile-per-hour gust reported just up the road in Holton, so Ryan is about to get a first-hand look at this considerable wind threat very soon. Sliding over to Bellevue, Kansas, where the sky is putting on a show. We're interrupting with an urgent update on that tornado warning for Delaware and Benton counties. This situation has just become more dangerous as the hail size has been upgraded to 1 3/4 inches. That is golf ball size hail now following alongside that radar indicated rotation. If you are in Maysville, the storm is right on top of you, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Cherokee City, you are next in line. There are about 4,500 people in this warning area who need to be in a safe spot immediately. We have 36 minutes remaining on this warning, so stay hunkered down and away from windows until this core passes. DL Scales is deep in the Topeka Polygon near Alma, and that sky has turned a nasty shade of teal. That greenish tint usually means big hail is lurking nearby. KTWX radar shows a solid line of 70 miles per hour winds and half-dollar hail shifting southeast at 50 miles per hour, and DL is right on the leading edge. Visibilities are dropping as the rain picks up on these rural roads, and with a 63 miles per hour gust already confirmed just north in Manhattan, the core of this considerable threat is officially arriving. We have an important update on the severe storm over Rice and McPherson counties. The threat level is easing up just a bit as the hail has decreased from tennis ball size down to 2 inches in diameter. While that is a step in the right direction, this remains a considerable damage threat with 70-mile-per-hour winds and a tornado still possible. There are about 10,700 people in this warning area, including folks in Lyons, Sterling, and Marquette. You have 8 minutes remaining on this warning, so please stay sheltered and away from windows until this core moves through. Brandon Kopik is taking a beating in Alma, and his vehicle has the battle scars to prove it. Look at that hood. It's completely peppered from earlier hail. He's currently under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning as a line of 70-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar hail approaches from the northwest at 50 miles per hour. Light rain is already starting to pick up on his lens, and with the low-level jet expected to ramp up the tornado threat after sunset, Brandon is right in the thick of it tonight. To the 6 of you watching us from inside this warning polygon in Arkansas right now, listen close. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is sitting right over Maysville. This cell is drifting east at 20 miles per hour, putting Gravette and Decatur next in the path of radar-indicated rotation and half-dollar size hail. If you are in northwestern Benton or east-central Delaware counties, you need to be in your safe spot immediately, as this storm interacts with an outflow boundary that is really amping up the local spin. Move to the lowest floor of a sturdy building, find an interior room, and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Freddie McKinney has successfully swapped that flat and is back on the move through Alma, Kansas. He's navigating residential streets under a leaden sky as the primary line of storms arrives. KTWX radar confirms he's in the heart of a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, with 70-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar hail shifting southeast at 50 miles per hour. Mesonet reports in nearby Holton just clocked a 67-mile-per-hour gust, so the wind threat is very much verified and on his doorstep. Eyes back on Bellevue, Kansas, where the atmosphere has gone completely moody. That dark, lowering shelf cloud is dominating the horizon as we follow traffic down this tree-lined stretch. Pavement is just starting to show a wet sheen, so those 70-mile-per-hour gusts and heavy rain are likely right on top of this location. Brandon Montgomery is punching east toward Paxico, and that shelf cloud has gone from textbook to terrifying. It's a massive, turbulent wall of water and wind right over I-70. He's currently inside a considerable severe thunderstorm warning with 70 miles per hour gusts indicated on KTWX radar. We've already seen a 67 miles per hour gust verified in Holton, and with a low-level jet expected to ramp up the tornado threat across northeast Kansas as we lose the sun, Brandon is in the prime spot for the transition. Checking back in on the US 54 and 400 interchange in Kiowa County. Rain is consistently falling now, with visible droplets on the lens and water pooling in the grassy embankments. Traffic is light, but with a severe line capable of 75-mile-per-hour winds moving through Mullinville, travel is getting risky. DL Scales is navigating rural Alma as rain begins to streak the windshield, signaling the arrival of the storm's core. He's currently under a severe thunderstorm warning with 70 miles per hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball hail as the headline threats. KTWX radar shows a very organized line of storms bearing down on Waubonsee County. With a 63 miles per hour gust already verified just up the road in Manhattan, DL is about to get a face-to-face meeting with those high-end straight-line winds. Checking Geary County, Kansas, where I-70 at the Manhattan exit is getting slammed. You can clearly see heavy rain obscuring the lanes and spray kicking up from passing tires. With 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball hail in this warning, visibility is bottoming out right now. We have an important update on the severe line moving through northeast Kansas. The threat level is easing just a bit as hail sizes have decreased to 1 inch or quarter size. While that is good news, this remains a considerable damage threat because radar is still picking up 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. There are over 206,000 people in this warning, including those in Topeka, Alma, and Oskaloosa. You still have 32 minutes remaining on this warning, so stay inside and away from windows until these high winds pass your location. We have a tornado warning remaining in effect for northwestern Benton County. We have an urgent update on that tornado warning for southwestern K County. The danger has just ramped up as the hail threat has increased to golf ball size, measuring 1.75 inches. This storm is sitting right near Tonkawa with radar-indicated rotation, and it is drifting east at about 10 miles per hour. For the 1,200 people in this warning area, including everyone in Blackwell, the threat of flying debris and significant property damage is now much higher. You have 14 minutes remaining on this warning, so please, if you haven't already, get to your safe spot on the lowest floor and stay away from windows immediately. Corey Gherkin is eastbound on I-70, currently approaching the Valencia Road exit just west of Topeka. He's navigating wet pavement and significantly reduced visibility under a dark, overcast sky as the core of this MCS closes in. KTWX radar shows a solid line of intense storms packing 70 miles per hour wind potential, moving southeast at nearly 65 miles per hour. With a 67 miles per hour gust already confirmed in nearby Holton, those considerable winds are likely reaching the surface right on Corey's bumper. To our viewer in southwestern Kay County right now, this is for you. A tornado-warned storm is sitting directly over Blackwell, and it is drifting east at 15 miles per hour. This cell is packing radar-indicated rotation and half-dollar-size hail, and it is moving right toward Tonkawa and the Interstate 35 corridor between mile markers 217 and 222. If you are in Blackwell, Tonkawa, or anywhere inside this red box in northern Oklahoma, you need to be in your safe spot immediately. Move to the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Find an interior room away from windows and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. We have a significant weather situation developing right now. A severe thunderstorm warning just came in for Rice, Barton, and McPherson counties in central Kansas.
Grainger makes it easy to find and order the products your team depends on around the clock. Because when boxes are packed, pallets are stacked, and trucks are waiting at the dock, the last thing you want is to run short on the supplies that keep your warehouse moving. Grainger is there to help make sure nothing runs out when shipments are rolling out. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This storm has a history of producing large hail, so please stay away from windows and get to an interior room until this passes. We have a significant weather update just hitting the desk right now. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for parts of northeastern Kansas and northwestern Missouri, and this one carries a considerable damage threat. Radar is indicating dangerous wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour and quarter-size hail, moving through a very populated area including Leavenworth, Platte City, and the Kansas City 70 mile per hour wind potential and